Hello. So, uh, I've been here in Amsterdam for 8 days now, and I can say that they haven't been uneventful. Um, I've done a lot in these 8 days. I feel like I've just been rushed through everything, and then over the next 4 months, I'll be able to, kind of go more in depth and really get to know the city. But let's talk about the stuff that I have done. So, last week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I had this orientation, ISN, International Students Network, which set us up real good. And there were people in my group that were from everywhere, um, France, England, Spain, even other countries like other continents. Um, but it was a really international flavor, and it was a really good time. We did. We went to. I'm trying to remember all the stuff that we went to. First of all, the cultural stuff. We went to the Van Gogh Museum. That is in Museumplan, which is like the big square that has all these different museums. And the Van Gogh Museum is great. You'll know it because if you've ever seen the commercial with the I am Amsterdam or the I Amsterdam sign, it is in that area. So we went to the Van Gogh Museum with our groups, and it was great. I feel like if you really appreciate Van Gogh's art, you would need to spend more. We only spent like an hour in it. We kind of rushed through it, but if you wanted to spend like maybe like 3 or 4 hours really going through it, I think you would have a really good time. Uh, Unfortunately, they do not have a Starry Night, which is a classic. But that's okay because they have a lot of other good stuff, and it chronicles. Oh, it's such a great collection of all of his works. They chronicle like even from early stuff to when he went crazy, and then everything in between. So, so that was cool. Then they took us to the zoo, which just coincidentally happens to be about a 3 to 5 minute walk from where I live. Um, so I didn't have to bike there. It was awesome. The zoo really blew me away. Um, they had everything. They had elephants, giraffes, lions, butterflies, seals, monkeys. Like, oh my god, they had chimps and gorillas. It was incredible, and it was so big. Very well done. But that's something that I've learned. If the Dutch do something here, they do it really, really well done. Um, they don't half-ass anything. Like their zoos, their museums, their public transportations, everything. Really, really solid. Uh, so what today? This past weekend, the orientation ended on Saturday. So this past weekend, we're just kind of getting used to our settings. And today, I went with two of my new friends that live in this building with me. We went to Utrecht, which is, if you're from Brooklyn, New York, you'll notice that there is a stop on the N line, the N train, called New Utrecht. Well, that's where this is named from. Utrecht in the Netherlands. It's about a 30-minute train ride from Amsterdam Central Station. And it was great. It was, you don't need to be there for more than 3 to 2, 3 hours. But if you are around Amsterdam, you've got maybe like 4 or 5 hours to kill because it takes half an hour back and front, a round way trip. It's nice. They have this huge tower called the Dome Tower. Oh man, it's really big. The only way you can actually walk up it, but you have to do a tour guide, and it costs €8, which I was not planning on spending. But it looked really tall. It looked really cool. So if you're ever in Utrecht, That's what I would suggest. Go to the Dome Tower. Um, but I mean, that is like about the cultural stuff. I mean, pretty much I've been through the center of the city uh, a good amount of times by now. I'm starting to get familiar. Things are still a little bit, you know, I get a little lost from time to time, but things are still starting to get easier to figure out. Dam Square, that's like the main square. Bake Spot, Rembrandt Square, Rembrandtplan. That's like the tourist party section. That's kind of like I guess the Times Square equivalent of Amsterdam, which is pretty sick. There's this really pretty cool club slash bar in Amsterdam called Coco's. Uh, that is in Rembrandtplan. So that's really nice. And yeah, the Dutch, they differentiate between in their bars. They call a borrel when you just go to a bar and sit and drink, but they call a bar where you like dance. That's a bar too. So the Coco's is a bar, you get drinks and you dance, and there's music and all that stuff. But they make a distinction between the two types of bars. So I guess that is a good segue into the nightlife of Amsterdam, which I am being introduced to. Like, it's it's awesome. That is exactly what I was expecting. Maybe even better than what I was expecting when I was coming to, like before I came to Amsterdam. So, I mean, classes haven't started yet. I feel like I'm in the real world of Amsterdam because basically all me and my group of friends here are doing is going out every night. I mean, it is legal to drink here um, at this age, so it's no problem. There are no problems. You go to many different bars, get whatever drinks you want. Usually, I'll just drink tap beer because it's the cheapest. You get a lot of those. They're only like you can get 250 € for a Heineken, which is pretty nice. But sometimes you gotta splurge, get some shots, which is nice too. So bars are awesome, but what is really awesome are the coffee shops. Uh, they are so laid back and so user friendly, you would not believe. You can walk in and there's like a nice little menu over there. You walk in, nice menu. You can roll your own joints. Even if you don't know how or you don't want to, or you're in a rush or whatever, you can ask for pre-roll joints. They're pretty cheap. I got a spliff a few days ago, which is weed and tobacco together for €3, which is a pretty good deal. And the rumors are indeed true. The marijuana in Amsterdam is very good, very very good. So I mean, it's just so. That is the message of this video: is that Amsterdam is just really user friendly. It's everything that they do well, and they do it relaxed. Whether it's their museums, their zoos, their bars, their coffee shops, everything is just very relaxed. So I've been feeling like uh, I've been feeling right at home. That's my lifestyle. I like to be relaxed, so it works out perfectly for me. So I'm having a hell of a time. Classes start next Monday. I'm not too excited about that, but you got to do what you got to do, and I'm sure I'll be able to mix the responsibility of work with the fun that you can, every night is just something else. So I guess that's what I've been doing lately. And I guess I'll talk to you guys later, see what I have to finish this next week of a few more days of orientation and then this upcoming weekend. and then school starts. So we'll see what happens. But I'll talk to you guys later. Danku.